Hi Capricorn, welcome to your weekly reading for April 25th to May 1st. I cannot believe we are already in May. This year is going by so fast. Opening, beautiful. Okay, so I feel like this week, any little changes that you make to your routine, to the things that you're doing, I'm hearing the words like small strides will actually create really big changes in your life. So I feel like this week it's really important to listen to your intuition, listen to where you're being led to. I'm almost hearing like, don't ask too many questions, just to follow your own lead kind of thing. Like, don't try to overanalyze why we should do something or why am I being led there. Kind of just follow the, your intuition when it's telling you. There is, I feel like there are some opportunities that are waiting for you, some things that like want to be presented to you. And it's almost about, I'm kind of hearing something about like getting something started, like getting something rolling. So if you have like this long-term goal or long-term dream for something, it's like making those small strides. Being led to one thing is going to lead you to another thing, and it's going to lead you to another thing. But we first have to get started in order to be led down that path is kind of what I'm seeing here. So being open to something new, being open to even changing the routine of what you're doing is also going to be very helpful here as well. I'm also hearing that this week you may also be open to more. You may find yourself being open to things that you may have been resistant to in the past, or things that you might have, they may have been, out of your comfort zone. So I feel like you're kind of broadening your horizons this week and kind of allowing yourself to play with different ideas or different things, or kind of do something in a way that you've never done it before, which is going to yield really big results. So it's like these small, what would seem like small acts or a small step forward actually creates like this domino effect of something completely opening up here for you. So that's going to be really interesting to see how that unfolds. Let's see what we have coming up here this week. I'm hearing picking up speed. So there's something picking up speed here. Oh, wow. Look at that. Okay. So 7 of Wands and 8 of Wands. So don't resist opportunities that are coming your way. See, I kind of feel like with the 7 of Wands, this may be about like, not realizing it, but we may be blocking ourselves from something, or this could be just blocking other energies outside of us that we find are a bit intrusive. I'll go in and clarify that. We'll clarify what we're blocking actually there. But let's see what other energies do we have coming up here for this week for Capricorn. Oh, wow. Okay. Interesting. One more. Okay. Let's look into the 7 of Wands and the 8 of Wands. I need to know about this for Capricorn this week. The Knight of Wands. Yeah, it's like you might be blocking a person. I feel like some of you may feel like you're kind of blocking. Okay. So this kind of feels like someone who, I feel like this is just going to resonate for a few of you, but this is the energy that is coming out here. There may be someone that is maybe romantically interested in you here with the Knight of Wands, and someone who has had their eye on you, but it also kind of feels like someone who is doing it secretively with that Moon card. Like this is kind of like things being done in the dark, things kind of not being revealed. But there is someone that I feel like there has their eye on you but it is very passionate about you, but kind of watching you from a distance kind of thing. And I feel like either you or this person has their guard up. They are guarding themselves or blocking themselves. Someone is blocking themselves from a connection, I kind of feel like. The World and the Queen of Cups. So someone is kind of ending. I feel like this is a cycle or a pattern to the way a certain connection or relationship has gone. So maybe there's like a new chapter that's opening up here, but there is some blockages. Can we know some more about this? Can we elaborate on the Queen of Cups? What else do we need to know about this? Two of Wands. Okay, so healing from a heartbreak. Oh, wow. Yeah, with this King of Cups. I feel like there may be someone here that is, okay, it feels like, this could be a relationship. We do have the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. So there is like deep love here. There is like a crossroads here for this King and Queen of Cups. I do feel like there's been heartbreak in the past. I feel like someone is very passionate about someone, but it kind of feels like the relationship could be at a place where both people are still healing, or both people are still needing to kind of, sort through some experiences that led to heartbreak. But at the same time, I do see that with this Two of Wands here and the World card, we're approaching a place where it's time to make a decision or make a choice of where we want this relationship to go. Because I think for some time, this relationship has been at a standstill. It's been very guarded. It's been mysterious. It's been in the dark. But it feels like there's fast approaching something here. With this World card and the Two of Wands kind of tells me like we're approaching this crossroads of, okay, what direction do we want this relationship to go in now? Are we still healing? Are we going to reach reconciliation, or are we going to go our separate ways? So I kind of feel like there's some kind of decision that's approaching here in a connection. Let me see if I can pull out any more. I still need to know about this. For this King and Queen of Cups. Yeah. So there is going to be an offer of commitment and an offer of investment. So I kind of feel like someone here wants to make it work. They want to put the hard work in. They want to see where it goes. They want to be committed. They want to make that commitment. They're like, I want to put in the effort. I want to put in the energy in building this. I want to invest in this. This is something that I see that is worthwhile investing. And I feel like that's the choice. That's the crossroads that this King and Queen of Cups is going to be approaching here. So depending on what you choose, but there is like an offer of commitment coming up here. But there's a lot of blocked energy, there's a lot of guarded. Why is the energy so guarded? Why is the energy so guarded? So whoever is the Queen of Swords in this situation is very guarded. She has her guard up. And looking at something, she's trying to like look at something from a very okay. Interesting. Okay. So for some of you, this guarded energy may also be from the past. So some of you may have had your guard up in the past. But this Queen of Swords, I almost kind of feel like she's ready to, the energy that I'm feeling here, it's almost like this Queen of Swords went through enough experiences in her life to be able to see things more clearly. Because here with the Two of Swords, it's like she has her blindfold on. She's really guarded herself. She's really protected herself. And with this Queen of Swords, it's almost like she's really grown into herself where she doesn't need to protect herself. She doesn't need to guard herself in order to protect herself. She can trust herself. She knows who she is. So actually, with this Two of Swords and Queen of Swords, it feels more like there's someone here that really trusts their own mind and their guard is actually coming down. And I feel like whatever decision this Queen of Swords makes will be for her highest good because she knows what she wants. I feel like with this Two of Swords, it may have gone up, like a wall might have gone up or some kind of barrier might have gone up at a time in someone's life when there were a lot of things that were unknown, or there was a lot of uncertainty, a lot of instability, and things that needed to be really kind of stabilized and harmonized. And this Queen of Swords, it's like she's grown into this Queen of Swords. And now she understands herself. She knows what she wants. She knows who she is. And she is cutting herself loose from anything that is going to prevent her from living a fulfilling life. She's cutting herself loose from self-sabotaging things or things that are going to keep her from her happiness is kind of actually what I'm seeing here with this Queen of Swords. Interesting. How beautiful. Okay, cool. Let's go into this 2 of Cups and 8 of Cups, because again, this is like walking away from a connection here. So this is justice. So just depending on, so I'm not necessarily saying like one person is going to go towards a connection, but I think what it is that there's someone here that whatever decision they make, it's coming from a place of really knowing what someone wants and who they are. And so that's going to, play out differently for different people. Some people are going to feel like walking away is going to be their best choice. That's justice for them in a connection. And for others, this can be also going towards a connection, going towards their happiness, walking away in their life from things that are making them unhappy and going towards the things that are going to make them happy. So balancing out the scales. So this doesn't necessarily mean with the 2 of Cups and 8 of Cups that someone is walking away from a 2 of Cups connection. But I feel like whoever this is resonating for, this is about knowing what makes one happy and going towards that and walking away from whatever doesn't, which I know is kind of vague, but let's see what else coming up here. There is something coming into balance. So I kind of feel like whatever decision or whatever resolution comes to a connection, it's going to be fair and it's going to feel balanced. Page of Wands. So new beginnings, a new chapter. For some of you may be moving, maybe you have the 2 of Pentacles and the 5 of Cups. So a change in, I feel like there's a change in job, change in physical location. I'm hearing like something didn't work out with the 5 of Cups, something that didn't work out. What didn't work out? Clarify the 5 of Cups. Wow, the 10 of Cups. Regret. Regretting that something didn't work out, but also being led to, I feel like this is kind of like being redirected to one's happiness, actually. So someone here may be kind of feeling like something didn't work out and it's disappointing, or there's like a sense of loss, but someone is actually being led towards their 10 of Cups. They're going towards their happiness and fulfillment, where they'll really be happy and fulfilled. 4 of Pentacles and 3 of Cups. Celebration. I feel like there is a job. Someone here is either getting a job, or I felt like with the 4 of Pentacles, someone that is establishing something for themselves that can build solid foundations with the 4 of Pentacles. This is about being able to hold on to something, being able to lay down a foundation of stability and security here. The 4 of Pentacles. I feel like this is like a solid offer. Someone is getting a solid offer and it's going to be worth celebrating. So I do feel like someone is getting, I feel like someone is, changing jobs, moving locations, but there is some kind of movement in someone's physical world here. And it's going to give you an opportunity to build something, for the long term, something stable, and it's going to be worth celebrating. It's going to lead to happiness there. King of Pentacles. Wow, beautiful. Yeah, so long-term success, long-term commitment, building for the long term here. So this new beginning, even though we may be kind of putting some things down, saying goodbye, I do kind of feel like there's a lot of walking away energy. So there's the 8 of Cups, we have the 5 of Cups, which I did kind of sense that there's an ending to something and we're kind of grieving the ending to a chapter. But I also feel as though what you're walking towards is something that's going to help, like if it's a career, a move to another location. I feel like there's something about it that's going to be long term. It's not like a fleeting thing. It's going to be permanent kind of decision. Oh wow, look, happiness and joy. Nice, beautiful. Okay, so let's move into the 10 of Wands. Yeah. So I kind of feel like, yeah, okay, cool. So 10 of Wands and the Devil. The reason I said cool was because I feel like this is ending here for you. So I feel like there may have been, these are patterns. These are cycles that I think you're closing something up here. What are we closing? What are the attachments that we're closing? Wow, look at that. So it's time. It's time to end something here. We have the 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords, and the Devil. This looks like it was something very painful or heavy or just 21st, and I'm hearing karmic. And that doesn't mean a person necessarily. I mean, it could, but I just felt karmic in the sense of like just experiences that we've had, like soul experiences, life experiences that have had a heavy weight to them, like a very heavy weight to them is what I'm seeing here. And it has greatly impacted the patterns and cycles. It played a role in a lot of the things and the way things turned out or the way things started happening for us in our life. And I feel like there's something here very profoundly, I can feel it. It's profoundly healing and profoundly ending. And it's helping one to open up their energy centers in a way that they may not have been able to experience before. So there's a heart opening here from something ending. It's like releasing toxic energy, releasing toxic buildup. It's almost like buildup of experiences. And that energy is releasing, it's being purged out. So you may even experience emotions this week, like being a little bit emotional or kind of things, maybe even some things surfacing up to the things surfacing like emotions, experiences, like you may randomly start just, remembering something from your past or remembering something from your childhood and feeling really emotional about it or feeling almost drained from it. But what I'm feeling is that you're ready to purge, like you're ready to release something. And there is a heart opening. There's like, you'll notice that for some, if you're resonating with the reading, you may find that like one day you're really emotional and then the next day you feel much better and much lighter. So yeah, some of you are definitely healing something and that heart chakra is opening, it's expanding. Wow, look at that. Ace of Cups. So this is falling in love. This is about fulfillment, happiness. Again, this is a really beautiful heart opening here. And it's coming from an ending to some heaviness, some pain. And what also has happening here is that as your heart expands, as you open up, you're also opening up your ability to receive, which is also here. I'm open to receiving the gifts of the universe. Beautiful. So this is happening in the heart chakra for you. So as your heart is expanding, you're also attracting opportunities. And I feel like as that heart opens, you're going to, so if you're trying to call in like a job offer or, trying to find clarity as well, like what path should I go down? What should I do? How do I attract more clients? That kind of thing. I feel like you'll be led on to, you'll have more clarity about what path you need to go down or what you need to be doing, or you'll attract more of those abundant opportunities here. You'll get that attention. Four of Swords. I do feel like this week you may find that you're resting a bit more, like sleeping more, and it's because you're healing. King of Swords and the Strength card. So also in thought, meditation is also Four of Swords can also be meditation. So this is also about being in your thoughts, really needing to make some important decisions and choices. Very interesting because we have the Four of Swords and the King of Swords here, and we have the Queen of Swords with the Two of Swords here. And it's interesting because the Four of Swords is in like this meditative resting space, and the Queen of Swords is coming from this very guarded, I need to kind of put up my barrier space. So it's almost like both counterparts are in their space of needing to think and analyze and try to figure some things out. And there's a lot of things that are being processed and opened here. A lot of insight. I feel like both counterparts are kind of experiencing a lot of insight. They're realizing a lot of things. So there's a lot of activity in the crown and the third eye. And we've got the Empress. So it's King of Swords. Surrendering to some kind, or feeling maybe delayed in some kind of connection with the connection. And it may have something to do with outside circumstances with the Six of Pentacles, because sometimes the Six of Pentacles is also community or the people that we're surrounded by. It does feel like in a connection, the energy's a bit stuck. It feels like there's a bit of a delay. So if you are in some kind of connection with someone, it feels as though both energies are like healing, processing, kind of really, but there's a lot of growth. There's a lot of growth happening beneath the surface. And there is a bit of a delay. And I kind of feel like there's a lot of outside circumstances that are happening because of that. Can we have a clarifying card with the Hanged Man and the Six of Pentacles? Oh, Six of Swords. Yeah. So walking away from that chaos. So I kind of feel like there's a King of Swords here has been stuck, has been feeling stuck, has been delayed, and because of some kind of connection with the community or some of the people that they're around. But I also kind of feel like there is a walking away of this, walking away from that chaos. Yeah. Needing to find answers within, but I also kind of feel like there's a lot of happiness and contentment with this King of Swords, wanting to kind of find answers. I feel like someone is like really finding themselves. They're connecting with their inner truth. They're connecting with themselves, and they are allowing themselves to really be honest about what's going to make them happy, what's going to bring them contentment. So there's a profound spiritual healing that's happening in a spiritual connection. And I feel as though as those energies, kind of go through their thing, processing the things that each person needs to, it will kind of come into a harmony on its own. And in the meantime, work seems to be something that's really starting to blossom and grow. There's a shift and change there. I feel like someone is moving or like changing jobs, but on the other side of it, it does feel as though the opportunities that are coming in are much more abundant and much more fruitful. And it's going to give someone an opportunity to kind of lay the foundation or the groundwork for something long term. So that looks good here. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Wands. So this is all about looking forward, moving forward in our life, and also newer connections. I kind of feel like some of you may be meeting new people, kind of, and different kinds of people, maybe friendships with people that you haven't had connections with, like people like that before. So newer things, different things, kind of needing to bring some like a refreshing energy to one's life. Okay, what's a challenge for Capricorn this week? Yeah, healing chaos. So again, I feel like this week there's going to be some things that come up, but I feel like they're coming up for the purpose of being healed. So if you are, emotional, or you're kind of feeling a bit drained or tired, just know that you're going through a really deep healing process there. So there's nothing wrong with you. You're just healing. What is something positive here for Capricorn this week? Purification. Wow, beautiful. Yeah, I love how that really aligns with the message that I was getting earlier, where you may feel like one day you feel all this heaviness and things kind of being purged, and then the next day you feel like much lighter and much more cleansed and free, because there is a lot being released from you. And I'm hearing it's because you're being prepared for your new path. And there's a lot of things that you just don't need to take with you. There are a lot of things, the lessons you've already learned, but there's like these residual energies that need to be released, almost is what I'm seeing. So it's not that, it's almost like a lot of you have already done the work in terms of healing something in order to like, in terms of like processing it, understanding it, knowing what role it had in your life and what it meant for you and how it helped you grow, that kind of thing. But I feel like there's the energy, like the residual energy of something, almost like an echo of it is being purged. And that's going to kind of, maybe help. You may experience like a release of emotions there. One more positive for Capricorn. Flow. And I feel like as your energy is clearing, again, things are going to start to become more clear for you in what direction you want to go in, what direction you desire. So I'm hearing that I'm hearing from my guides that this is more about what you desire than choosing the right thing. So some of you may feel like we may be kind of focused on what am I supposed to do or what is the right thing to do. And I feel like as you clear and cleanse, you're going to shift more into a mindset of what do I desire? What do I want for myself? Maybe less more about what do I feel like I'm supposed to be doing and what's the right thing. I feel like there's going to be less focus on right and wrong and more focus on What do I desire? What is my soul craving? Or where do I just feel pulled? And do I need to justify it? Do I need to kind of assign some kind of value to it? Can it just be what it is? And, allow myself to just enjoy my work or enjoy this new path of mine, or just allow myself to be curious about something and do something for the sake of just doing it. So I feel like you're going to be more in this place of allowing yourself to flow, allowing yourself to not have to make sense of everything and just have fun with it and be in more of a state of flow. Okay, let's pick one more here. Let's do an animal totem. Okay, animal message for Capricorn this week. Yeah. So see, this is all about clarity and seeing things in a different perspective, seeing things, and also why some things needed to happen in the way that they happened. So seeing the big picture and you see clearly now. And this is also, again, about that wisdom here. I feel like there's a strong wisdom that's coming in, and you're going to be applying that wisdom to some decisions that you're going to be taking. Because I do feel like you're approaching this big crossroads where you're ready to kind of veer off into another direction. And I think that having that clarity is going to really help you to know which direction to go in. So, and again, it's going to be more about what you want and what your soul desires, what kind of experience your soul desires, rather than what's the right path. Because they're almost kind of telling me it doesn't really matter. It's not about the right or wrong path. It's more about what you're wanting, like what you're wanting to experience is what I'm hearing. So I feel like that may resonate for someone here. So that's your reading for this week. I hope it resonated. If it did, don't forget to like and subscribe, as it's so helpful for the channel. And I'm so grateful for all of your support. And thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you for next week. Bye, Capricorn.